Hello, Hugh. Welcome to Nite Lite.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much.
First of all, before we get to my problems, I just wanted to track back to the woman who was in a Messianic Apostolic Church,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to recommend a book to her.
Okay.
It was an eye-opener to me. It was called Forbidden Knowledge, and it's written by D.A. Miller. And in that book, it showed how each feast of Israel paralleled something that Christ was going to do, or did do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be an excellent book for her to have a copy of and to show to the pastors or the ministers of those churches who don't allow her to celebrate those feasts.
Yeah. Okay. Hugh, thank you for that.
It's very worthwhile, and I got it 10 years ago, but I'm sure if she did a search, she could find it. And as far as me holding anything against anyone, I have been struggling with this for a long time. I really had a sense of hatred towards 4 people who were working in my former place of work, and they sort of, the chairman of the company wanted to promote me, and he was in the process of promoting me when he got transferred to become chairman of another financial services company. And the new director, who was not the president, but a director who was over me, had a terrible dislike for me, and ultimately it led to the end of my career there. And so, but I have to say that through a lot of Bible study, and particularly the benefits of listening to Nite Lite, I have really come to set myself free from that sense of going against anyone. And forgive me for not being able to quote scripture.
That's okay.
But I think Christ said, to the degree that you judge, you will be judged.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to be judged heavily by him. And therefore, I am definitely not going to sit in judgment of others. And as your last caller very eloquently put it, we're to feed our enemies, love our enemies, and I think it was you that said it's like putting burning coals over their heads. It causes them to understand that they shouldn't treat you so poorly.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to continue with my Bible study. And that since I'm a chronic insomniac, I enjoy watching your show.
Well, thank you, Hugh.
It's a great blessing to many people.
I appreciate that, Hugh. And you know what? As you forgive, you allow the Lord first to bring healing to your own heart, and to prepare you for whatever may be ahead. Because as we say often on Nite Lite, the Lord will not waste our pain if we give it to Him.
Yeah.
I think of Daniel came to my mind actually as you were talking in the Old Testament, in the book of Daniel, who he had people around him who did not like him, were jealous of him, and when the king was going to promote Daniel, as you know, there were those who wanted to make sure that didn't happen, and they set out a plan to trap Daniel through praying,
Oh, I didn't know
which he did, and he ultimately landed in a lion's den. And that was those who had planned against Daniel figured he was done like dinner. But as it turned out, the Lord shut the mouths of the lions, and the king came early in the morning, the emperor, the ruler, and he said, "Daniel is the God that you serve day and night, able to save you." And Daniel yelled back, "O king, don't worry about it. He has come. He sent his angel and shut the mouths of the lions." And Daniel was brought out, spared. And those who sought his demise, they with their families were thrown in to this lion's den. And those lions were pretty hungry by then, and the angel had gone. And you can read the rest of the story, what happened. It was very sad what took place to them, but it's the whole law of sowing and reaping. And so God has a way, Hugh, of turning things around as you put Him first. Daniel didn't try to get even with those people. He didn't try to change what he did. He continued to serve God faithfully. Right. And it didn't seem to be the right way to go because he found himself in a lion's den, but that wasn't the end of the story.
Right.
The Lord's still writing His book on your life.
Yeah, and I believe that, as He said, the work that He started in us, He will make sure it's finished.
Right on, right on.
And I'm going to be there for the rapture.
Mm-hmm.
If not everyone believes in that, I know. But whether it's on the earth or in the air, I'm looking forward to seeing His glorious face.
He's coming, and He's coming soon.
Yes.
Hugh, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for your show.
You're welcome.
And your wonderful understanding.
Thank you, Hugh. God bless you.
God bless. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.